obviously you're probably crazy busy, you know, doing this tour and stuff, and doing it during Pride Month, which is also kind of cool, you know, especially because like you're such a huge part of the community, you know, and so vocal about it, which is really cool. And you know, as somebody who is also part of the LGBTQIA plus community, like it's cool and kind of refreshing to like see somebody so vocal about it. And like you posted for Pride Month, you posted this post, and the caption on it was really cool. It said, "For any and everyone navigating their sexual orientation and gender journey, know that you are all extraordinary and exactly who you're supposed to be. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise." And like, if 15-year-old me were able to like, you know, have read that like by one of my favorite artists, like that would have been so cool, especially coming from like, you know, a really religious background that I came from. So it was like, we know, so like just kind of having like you being that role model for people is so cool.
I totally understand where you're coming from as well. I came from a Christian background and grew up queer and didn't tell people until, you know, I felt comfortable with it. But it took me till I was 25 to come out to my mom, as at the time I was bisexual, and then I realized I was pansexual. And so it took me a while. So I totally relate to what you're saying, and I value it and I appreciate it.
For sure. What was that like too? Because like for me, my heart was pounding. Yeah. Like I just even trying to get the words out. I was like, Mom, and then you know there was obviously, you know, where I said like I'm gay, and then the pause. The pause is the worst. You know, where you're just waiting like, okay, either I am being cut off or she is, you know, whatever.
Right.
But yeah. So it's just kind of like that journey, you know, and it's kind of like cool in a way too to see like your journey through that, because again it's like a role model type thing where you're able to like, you know, relate, you know, especially if you're in that community and you're in that like frame of mind of like you're afraid to, but then you see, you know, someone like Demi Lovato, you know, tell the world, and you're like, I can do this too.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you.
For sure.
It was actually it was kind of funny because I released Cool for the Summer before I came out to my parents.
Oh, really?
And it's like got a taste for the cherry, I just need to take a bite kind of lyrics. It's like very obvious, and but I didn't feel like I was ready. And one day I was, you know, about to go to a show. I was sitting on a plane and I was with my stepdad, and who's basically my dad, and I was like, hey, I need to tell you something. And I was like, I like girls too. And he was like, yeah, I know. You have Cool for the Summer out. And I was like, oh.
Your mom thought you were just talking about eating cherries, but
no, she knew better. But but my mom kind of, you know, had the same reaction in a way, but it was more so of like, I was getting ready to go on a date with a girl, and I was like, you know, I didn't know if I would be photographed or what would happen, and I really liked this girl, and I was like, you know, I think it's time to tell my mom in case it becomes serious. And so I sat my mom down and I was like, I need to talk to you. And I said, you know, I am about to go on a date with a girl, and I just wanted you to know and hear it from me that I do like girls too. And she just like almost started crying and was like, I just want you to be happy. And to have that reaction from a parent is so valuable and so appreciated, because there's so many parents that don't respond that way. Right. And it breaks my heart. And so providing that energy and being a part of the community is so important to me, and providing a safe space is so important too. And that's why, you know, I post on social media all the time about just being queer and what it means, and things that are in the public eye, you know, what's going on, current events. I post about it because it's really important to me, and I want, you know, 15-year-old you to feel like you're appreciated and valued.